So welcome to Legendary Sports. We are here to give you an update about the performance of some Ghanaian players abroad who performed very well over the weekend. And the likes of Schlupp, who was on target for Crystal Palace in their 1-1 draw against Burnley in the English Premiership. Paintsil was also on target for Genk in their 2-win over Kortrijk in the Belgian Pro League. Then Daniel Kofi was also on target for St. Pauli in the German Bundesliga 2 in their 3-win over Ingolstadt. Let's start with some players who did so well in the English Premiership. Mohamed Salisu played 490 minutes for Southampton in their 2-0 win over Norwich City. In that particular game, Ghanaian rapper Sarfo was in attendance watching Mohamed Salisu. Then even after the game, they exchanged pleasantries and guess what? Mohamed Salisu gave Sarfo the rapper customized Southampton jersey written at the back, Sarfo, and a lot of interesting scenes over there. Then let's go to Crystal Palace. Schlupp was on target for Crystal Palace in their 1-1 draw against Burnley. Then also Jordan Ayew was on the bench for Crystal Palace throughout the 90 minutes. Tariq Lamptey of Brighton and Hove Albion was in action. Tariq Lamptey played 90 minutes for Brighton and Hove Albion in their 2-0 defeat to Aston Villa. Then also in the Championship, Andy Yadom was in action for Reading as they suffered 4-1 defeat to Blackpool. Wow. Then also Baba Rahman did not make the match squad for Reading FC. So the Black Stars left fullback Baba Rahman wasn't in action this particular weekend for his club side Reading. Albert Adwoa saw 66 minutes action for Queen's Park Rangers in their 1-0 defeat to Blackburn. Then Antoine Semenyo was in action for Bristol City in their 2-0 defeat to Nottingham Forest. Wow. Last week, Nottingham Forest were in the news about seeking the services of Antoine Semenyo, but this particular weekend, they were able to put Bristol City down by 2-0. Antoine Semenyo was in action for Bristol City side. Also in League 2, the Black Stars goalkeeper, who was the number one safer pair of hands for the Black Stars in the AFCON 2021, Jojo Wollacott, was in the post for Sweden Town in their 2-1 defeat to Salford. Oh, unfortunately for Jojo Wollacott there. But let's move straight to Spain. In the Segunda Division, Samuel Obeng played 56 minutes for Real Oviedo in their 1-0 defeat to Real Sociedad. Then in Italy, in the Italian Serie A, Emmanuel Jesse was in action for Spezia in their 1-0 defeat to AS Roma. In Ligue 1, Abdel Samer Salis was in action for Clermont in their 1-1 draw against Bordeaux. Then Gideon Mensah lasted the entire duration for Bordeaux as well. Then Osman Boukari once again was in action for Nantes in their 3-1 win over Metz. Last week he was in action for Nantes as they defeated Paris Saint-Germain by 3-1. He was in action. He played 66 minutes for Nantes. By this time around, he was in action for Nantes and the entire 90 minutes as they had the 3-1 win over Metz. Bundesliga 2. Daniel Kofi was on target for St. Pauli. It seems Daniel Kofi can't stop scoring. He's been performing very well lately. So he scored in their 3-1 win over Ingolstadt. Then let's go to Belgium. In the Belgian Jupiler League, Paintsil was on target for Genk in their 2-0 win over Kortrijk. Then also David Atanga saw 85 minutes in action for Ostende against Saint Trundi. Then also Majid Ashmeru saw 84 minutes action for Anderlecht against Leuven. In Qatar, the Black Stars captain Andre Dede Ayew won his major title for Assad as he played 76 minutes in action for Assad in their 1-1 draw against Al Duhail. So Andre Ayew has clinched his first title for his side, Assad, in Qatar over this weekend. Then in Saudi Arabia, Christian Atsu Trassam was in action for Al Raed in their 3-2 defeat to Damak. Then Samuel Owusu was also in action for Al Fayha in their 2-1 defeat to Al Shabab. Also there, so Samuel Owusu tasted defeat. Elsewhere in the MLS in the USA, Adwoa and Jonathan Mensah were in action for Columbus Crew in their 4-0 win over Vancouver Whitecaps. Then Harrison Affo was also on the bench for Charlotte in their 3-0 defeat to DC United. So these are performance of some Ghanaian players abroad over the weekend. The likes of Schlupp and Paintsil were all in target for their club side, especially Crystal Palace, then Genk over this particular weekend.
Legendo Sports.